Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture, Joleen Lunzer, here for No Offense, All Offense, the live, somewhat daily show. We're figuring it out, where we take a comedic look and roast and recap all of our favorite reality TV shows, pop culture news, interesting trending stories, and all of the above. Happy, what is it, Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Right? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. My computer is telling me it's Tuesday, you guys. All right. So just a warning, if this is your first time here, I'm very opinionated. I'm going to give you my uncensored, unfiltered opinion about all the things I discuss. However, you don't have to have the same opinion as me, and you are welcome to have your opinion and sound off in the live chat and or the comment section after the video posts, and we can just all agree to disagree and have a fun time laughing and discussing all the things that we do. Thank you, Stacked. It's called the messy hair look. Just push it to the side, make it real bumpy on one side, and then this side just whatever. So smash that like, you guys. If Jamie B, I'm gonna let Jamie B again. Jamie B, pick our like goal for today, and let's try to hit that like goal. I also have to apologize to you guys, okay? So you know that Miss Joleen, me, I don't know why I'm referring to myself like that, but let's go with it. Miss Joleen has ADHD, okay, which makes planning and scheduling and all those things difficult for my little brain here. So I decided last night that I was going to try something I did probably a month ago and set up a whole bunch of lives in advance so that it's like an accountability thing. It helps me, like I have to start scheduling things, writing things down in 2024. However, when I did that, I think you guys got like 1 million notifications until the end of January, for No Offense, All Offense. But I really want to not, have a reason to not do it. I want to hold myself accountable to do it. I actually want to do it. And it goes against my brain to schedule things in advance and show up on time and all the things that ADHD people understand what I'm talking about. So I did that. And I'm sorry, because you guys probably got a bunch of notifications and I lost like 20 subscribers. I think people were like, screw this, unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. So sorry. And I'll try to only do like a week in advance instead of a full month. Okay. But I'm trying here. I'm trying. The full-time content creator life is, trying to get it down, figure it all out, but you guys make it so easy. Tammy said, and the Emmy for best YouTube comedian is Joleen Lunzer. Oh my God, thank you so much, Tammy. Jamie B has spoken. Jamie B, 569 likes. Smash that like if you haven't already. Also, if you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you can send a super chat while we're live. I'll highlight your comment. It's a great way to support the channel. You can also send a super thanks after the video posts, if you so choose, or hit me up on the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Everything you need to know is in the description and on the bottom of the screen, or become a member of my YouTube and or my Patreon, where you'll get a little extra something. I know. Sorry, Lee. Lee's like, I checked my calendar, like, what's happening? I didn't think YouTube would send. I thought it was like for me because I scheduled it within StreamYard, but then on YouTube as well, and my Facebook page it goes to, and then also it goes to my, where else does it go? Oh, it goes to my Twitch. And then I was like, oh, I just sent people 1 million notifications and probably filled up their subscription feed. So Sarsies. This is not another room. This is my office. I just kind of moved my bookshelf behind me and added some things. As you can see, my Buffy the Vampire Slayer VHS lamp. We have the adorable a planter disco ball, my Buffy picture. There's a picture of Ani DeFranco. There is a picture of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. There's a cat wizard, my live on air sign, Aquarius candle, another plant with a disco ball, some Buffy the Vampire Slayer things. A lot of the things I have here are things you guys have gifted me, and I love it. Jamie B, I still have my snowman down there. So yeah. And shout out to Nana who painted this beautiful bookshelf. Yes, that was Nana. She, when I first moved into my house, Nana came and painted this, just one of those IKEA ones. And it was like one of those dark kind of fake wood IKEA bookshelves. And I was going to just get rid of it. And then Nana was like, what if we paint it? And I was like, ooh, let's go like Palm Springs colors, pink, mint, all the good stuff. And so Nana painted this whole bookshelf. Look at Nana. Shout out to Nana in the live chat. We love Nana. I will be seeing Nana on Friday. And Nana is recovering from her knee surgery. She got a brand new one, and she's got that new knee smell. And I can't wait to check it out. So cheers. All right, we have a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to roast. We're going to recap. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some laughs because life is hard. And let's just friggin' chill. Let's be silly. Yeah. Okay. So why the hell is my video recorder or my voice recorder thing just randomly shaking on my iPhone like I'm about to delete it? Girl, find your home. I don't want to delete this because it's got all my jokes on it. Okay. We'll figure that out later. Okay, do you guys like my whisper? I want to start with a story that Jamie B alerted me to this morning. And I was like, what? And I was really excited. And I want to get you guys' thoughts. So please sound off. Give me all your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions in the live chat. Okay. So apparently I had no idea about this. We have a mod chat. Jamie B was like, have you guys seen this? Have you heard about this? Do you know about this? And I'm like, I did not know about this. You guys, Parvati has officially come out wherever you are, Parvati. Okay, I'm just going to accept. Do you guys accept these? No, I don't want to accept that. I'm so tired of these websites making me, I don't accept you, website. I don't know what you can do with my information. I know it's the advocate and more power to you, but I don't want, I don't want you to track my cookies or my brownies or my cakes. Like, just leave me cakes alone. Okay. Quit tracking us. Leave me alone. I already carry this MF everywhere I go. You guys know what I say. You know what I think. You know how I feel. You know everything about me. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Anyways, back to it. Parvati, our dear Parvati, Survivor Queen, Traitor Season 2 legend already. I'm just calling it. Parvati Shallow opens up on coming out, dating Mae Martin, and reigniting Survivor feuds on the Traitors. So Parvati, not only has she come out of the closet, okay, as I don't know if bi, pan, lesbian, who cares? She's living her best life. She's out and she's proud, and she's dating a stand-up comedian. I mean, that's amazing. As a stand-up comedian to a stand-up comedian, Parvati, get it. So the Survivor icon isn't holding back. According to The Advocate, fans fell in love with Parvati during her multiple appearances on the hit competition show, especially when she won Survivor's 16th season. Fans versus favorites. A few years have passed since reality TV junkies have seen Shallow on their screens, and the star has evolved quite a bit while staying away from the spotlight. Shallow came out as queer. It's so different now. I was talking to a family member about this, and back in the day, it was like, I mean, it still is. You can't just be like, you're a queer, So I was explaining to a family member, not Nana, that you can't say people, they identify as queer, but you don't go, that's a queer. Like there's ways to do this now. And I think just a simple shifting of words at time is very important. Even almost the way I read that. And I was like, oh, back in the 80s, 90s, people would say stuff and you're like, you know what that meant. But now people identify as queer and it's a beautiful thing, but you can't, but people still are out there being like, I think he identifies as queer. So there's a way of saying it, but it reminded me of a conversation I just had with a family member. All right. Sometimes you got to just show boomers a little grace and be like, no, we don't say it like that. We say it like this. Okay. And I hope when I'm older, people give me a little bit of grace. All right. So Parvati came out as queer in an Instagram post and confirmed her relationship with comedian Mae Martin at the very end of 2023. Ooh, Susie, I do have an email. You can send it to Joleen Reacts. I'll put it in the chat here. And if you have something that you guys ever want to send me any info or anything, you can send it on over there, or a video or something you want me to cover, or roast and recap. Okay. So she came out in her Instagram post at the end of 2023. My journey is very different than most people who are out. We've been dating since March, Parvati said, and our relationship has moved forward really beautifully. I'm super happy, Shallow tells The Advocate. Shallow was married to fellow Survivor alum John Finch for 4 years. What? Who the hell is John Finch? Why can't I even? I thought she was married to a normie. What? Now I have to look him up. I know they have a kid. John. Oh, he's cute. Oh, him? Oh, man. Oh, he's cute. Oh. Oh, okay. What season was he on? Was he on her season? You know me, I love my Survivor, but I haven't seen every single season. But he's pretty cute. I think, unless he's like canceled or something, then let me know, because I don't want to be getting a boner over someone, a hateful dude, no offense, all offense, but you got to check these days. You're like, what, but did he do something bad? Did he get Weinsteined? What happened? Or did he Weinstein, I should say? Where did that picture save to? Let me show you guys. I'm going to show you guys a picture of this gentle creature. Well, where the hell did you save yourself to? Save yourself. Oh, okay. Well, thanks a lot, computer. I guess I'll just take another screenshot and hope for the best. Let's do this. And their little kid is so cute. Their little babies. Okay. Tell me where you're going. Show me. Show me the meaning of where you go on my computer when I save a screenshot. Tell me why I can't find you when I can command something for. There's something missing in my computer. All right, here we go. Here we go. Do we see? Do we like? What's the deal? Oh, God, I'm glad I asked, Mom. Oh, God damn it. TV, are you cereal? Oh, God, yuck. Ew. For real? Oh, God. Really? Oh, God. Okay. Indiana Girl Jules says, member for 31 months. Thank you, Indiana Girl Jules. Happy Tuesday. It's freezing here in Indiana. I hear it's freezing everywhere. No offense, all offense, not to brag, but it's like 65 here. So glad I can look forward to afternoon lives while at work. Now a Traitors fan. Yes. Okay, so apparently there was some TV situation. Oh, Lord. For real? Let me go. Oh, my God. Okay. And Parvati. You just, yeah, she got a restraining order from him against a strange husband. Oh, sir, get your life together. Parvati Shallow was granted a temporary restraining order against her estranged husband, John Fincher. Oh, I thought it was Finchy. Page 6 can confirm, and this was in 2021. Shallow filed the request on Friday, 3 days after she filed divorce from Fincher, a fellow Survivor contestant. According to Los Angeles Superior Court records, the ex-reality star sought a temporary domestic, or DV, I should say, for YouTube, restraining order. There is a hearing scheduled for this case September 20th. Oh, God. Can people just stop? I just need these guys to stop that. That's gross. Super gross. Okay, so back to Parvati and her new love. We're over you, Fincher. No offense, all offense. Actually, all offense, Fincher. Okay, let me pull back up the story. That's where I get in trouble when I'm Googling. All right. So Shallow was married to this dude for 4 years before filing a divorce. Parvati says, going through my divorce really shattered a bunch of paradigms for me. It made me much more open-minded in many ways and available to very new and different possibilities in my life. I'm very grateful that I've had that experience. All ladies are going to identify as queer if men keep acting this way. I'm just going to, no offense, all offense. Straight dudes, get it together. Get it together. I know we're the problem sometimes, but watch a Dateline episode. You're the problem most of the time. No offense, all offense. But I'm going to need you to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to need you to get it together. Do you ever notice ladies over 50, ladies over 40, all of a sudden we're like, yeah, we're queer. Yep. We identify as queer. Yep. Queer. Yeah. Because you have enough experience with certain types of the men and you're like, nah, I'll just go ahead and be queer. Yeah. I'm just going to be pan. I'm just going to love a woman. Do you ever really love a woman? Nah. Yeah. Okay. So, Mae Martin is a non-binary writer, actor, and comedian known for their Netflix series Feel Good as one of the co-hosts of the Handsome podcast. Okay, I do know the other two comedians on the Handsome podcast, which is legendary Tig Notaro and Fortune Feimster. I didn't know who Mae Martin was. So, and that's on me. But I looked her up and I should say, non-binary, they are very cute. Very cute. Very cute. I'm just really happy this relationship has a healthy emotional, physical, and spiritual connection. It's healthier than any relationships I've ever been in my life. I tell all my friends to be queer. So you guys, don't let Florida know. Parvati can't go to Florida. This is what all of the homophobes fear, that gay people or people who identify as queer, they're recruiting. Parvati's recruiting, you guys. She might get canceled. I don't want to put salt in her game, but she is recruiting people to the queerdom. So, oh no. I think she just recruited me. So, what's going on? One of the dogs fart? What's happening down there? Okay, we got some farty monsters. Yeah. So it looks like you guys happy, obviously. Yeah, Tig, the best. Fortune, hilarious. I'm going to have to check out Mae. I have checked them out on social media. I did a little stalking, and they appear to be adorable. But yeah, Fortune, fantastic. You guys are happy for Parvati. Love it, love it, love it. We have the one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to be, all sexist, no sexism, all sexism. But we don't have a lot of shows where we just fly off the handle and murder people. I mean, are some of our kind messed up? Yeah, for sure. Some women are very messed up, but I would argue to say a man got them there. No, that's not nice, Joleen. Why would you say that? I don't know. Because I can. Okay, that sounds about right. But yeah, I would say you guys are doing most of the naughty stuff. That's what you guys are doing. You're doing most of that. It's come to the point now where I see a female serial killer and I'm like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Like, just something different. I mean, I'm very much against serial killing. I think it's horrible, obviously horrible. But sometimes you just want to see something different. Welcome, Parvati. Everyone's welcoming you. And she's recruiting, allegedly, and potential spam is calling me right now. I think it's the homophobes. They're like, stop, Joleen. Stop with your woke bullshit. All right? Stop it, you woke stars. I can't. Okay, let's get on to Shayna Moakler. All right, we got to talk about Shayna Moakler. I got to talk about Shayna Moakler. What's going on with Shayna Moakler? So Shayna Moakler was married to Travis Barker, and they had the show Welcome to the Barkers, or Here's the Barkers House, or It's 2004 and everyone's jeans barely cover their labia, whatever their show was on MTV. Okay, they had a show. They got divorced. Shayna Moakler went on to do Celebrity Big Brother. We loved her on Celebrity Big Brother. She was great. She was refreshing. Travis Barker went on to marry Kourtney Kardashian. Him and Shayna have 2 kids. And Kourtney has like 17 with that one guy. And now it's like she doesn't stop talking about that. I don't know what is happening. I did really like Meet the Barkers or Welcome to Plathville, whatever their show was, So Us Weekly, every time I see Shayna Moakler's name now, it's just like, oh, hi, I am more about Kourtney. And listen, whatever thing you have against Kourtney Kardashian, sure. But it seems like, her and Travis Barker are happy. They were friends first. They used to watch movies, allegedly with their pants on. And they were just supportive neighbors that turned into, not the, but the, doing it well. Okay. And Shayna, unfortunately, has went on to be a little bit estranged from the kids, allegedly. Everything I say is true, except for the parts that are false, entertainment purposes only. And she was with a real D-bag right after she was on the last season of Celebrity Big Brother US. A very sad video and news came out that she had this model guy she was dating, and he was full on DV, like full on a problem. And I did a video on it on my channel. Yuck. But I think she stayed with him, unfortunately. Okay. So Us Weekly is reporting as of yesterday, Shayna Moakler shares gift from daughter Alabama, seemingly shutting down shade speculation. Her kids are always allegedly shading her. I am like, what? Huh? I mean, they live in Calabasas with their dad and Kourtney Kardashian. Alabama Barker is like a Shein model or something. I don't know, some clothing thing. And then the older Barker, Lance Bass Barker, whatever his name is, shout out to him. He's a singer. I think he's got like a band or something. He's a cutie patootie. So Shayna Moakler, according to Us Weekly, is seemingly trying to quiet speculation about her relationship with daughter Alabama, which has been allegedly strained for a long time. Moakler, 48, took to Instagram on Saturday, January 13th, to share a gift she received from the 18-year-old. Oh, she's 18. Wow, God, I am so old. I remember when you were a new little baby. Beautiful Crystal, my daughter, Alabama Abuela Barker. Is her name Alabama Abuela? No. Alabama Luella Barker. Okay, these people. That is a state, but that's beautiful. Got me. I love it. She wrote alongside a photo of an amethyst. It's my birthstone. The same day, the former beauty pageant queen uploaded a snap of Alabama, writing, my beautiful girl, who doesn't live with me allegedly. Moakler's posts come shortly after her tell-all podcast appearance, which included accusations that ex-husband Travis Barker created distance between her and her children. What? Oh my goodness. So there's beautiful Alabama. And according to Shayna, parental alienation is a real thing. I raised all my kids and I did a good job, she said on the Dumb Blonde podcast. Whose podcast is the Dumb Blonde podcast? My kids and I never had any bumps in the road until my ex-husband Travis started dating a Kardashian. I'm very confident in who I am as a mother. I'm very close with my kids. Okay. She doesn't talk like that, but I wish she did. Moakler shares son, Landon, not Lance Bass Barker. It's Landon Barker. You guys are horrible for not knowing that. Mostly it was me. In Alabama with Travis. Following his split from Moakler in 2008. Damn. I had a full-on mental breakdown in 2008. So that was a long time ago. Good year. Turning 28 was hard. Okay. Barker, 48, has also maintained a close relationship with his ex-wife's daughter, Atiana. Oh, with Oscar de la Hoya. Okay. All right. That shit was all getting played out in the press, she continued on Wednesday, referring to Barker moving on with Kourtney Kardashian. I just got effing hammered and bullied, and I'm over my effing kids. Wait, no, not I'm over. Sorry. Joleen, learn to read. Okay. Learn to swim like Tool said, and then learn to read. Okay. Let's try this again. That shit was all getting played out in the press, she continued on Wednesday, referring to Barker moving on with Kourtney Kardashian. I just got effing hammered and bullied and over my fucking kids. So not she's over, but she got hammered and bullied over her kids. Who does that to someone with their own children? F you, that family. What? Oh my God. One day after the episode made waves, I got to listen to it because it made waves that you're with me on that, Alex. That's why you guys get me. You get it. We got to listen to it. We got to check it out. One day after the episode made waves, Alabama posted a quote on Instagram stories that some fans took as a response. Once you stop relying on other individuals, your life will become so much better. That quote read, disappointment in others won't exist. I mean, I feel like they're kind of reading into these quotes a lot. Okay. All right. And then she's like, no, look at, would If my daughter hated me, I love when parents do this. If my daughter hated me, would they send me a crystal? Yeah. Maybe it's a crystal with like good juju, like be nicer, mom. It's a be nicer crystal, mom. Maybe it has a hex on it. I don't know. Moakler's periods of estrangement from her children first made waves when Alabama claimed in April 2021 that her mother was absent from her life. See, that's sad. I don't like that. My mom has never completely been in my life. Can you guys stop painting her out to be an amazing mom? Alabama wrote to her Instagram followers at the time. Oh my God. Did your mom ask to see you on Mother's Day? Because mine didn't. I'm done keeping it a secret. Reality shows, huh? I'm done keeping it a secret. Reality shows. Okay. Aren't you supposed to ask to see your mom on Mother's Day? Or maybe not. I don't know how that works. I always ask to talk to see my mom, but I live in a different state than my mom now. But I guess when you're a kid, your mom should probably just ask to see you. So I don't know. Moakler denied her children's false claims. That's not how you want to handle this. You want to get right into family therapy. I don't know. I'm not a mother. Shout out to all the moms out there. I just have my fur babies. But if any of them, just started, pooping on my side of the bed or something, I'd be like, we gotta get some Reiki, Roku. We got to do they have dog counseling to make sure they still love me, to make sure I can correct what I'm doing that's making them feel alienated from me, that they want to shit in my bed, a la Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, So she denied false claims. I don't go to the press with it. Exclusively telling Us Weekly 1 month later, I'm not really sure why my kids put that out there, because they feel it, girl. I'm their mother. I love them. Okay, well then try to get into therapy. It's hurtful and heartbreaking to have your kids say that. All right, but are they lying? Because just fix it. I feel like as teenagers, they do rebel and say things sometimes they don't mean, for sure. Oh my God. Poor Nana. Shout out to Nana. My hormones were on parade. Like, there was just like, balls on parade, like hormones on parade. You guys hear the story. I was kicking my Doc Martin up into the ceiling fan. I just couldn't get it all out. I had so much, I had all the feelings, and I would write poetry and I'd be like, Nana, I've written a new poem. You must hear it. Okay. And Nana's like, okay, that sounds great. And it was horrible poetry that Nana said was good. So she's an enabler. She is. Shout out to Nana. We love her. So she's saying her children's claims are false. I'm not really sure why my kids put that out there. I'm their mother. I love them. It's hurtful and heartbreaking to have kids say that. I feel like as teenagers, they do rebel and say things sometimes they don't mean. As a mother, I'll always be there for my children no matter what. I love them. I understand that we all have growing pains. That's what you tell them, not the internet. Barker and Kardashian, 44, for their part, haven't publicly addressed the drama and are currently focused on their 2-month son, Rocky. I forgot they had a baby. They just snuck that little baby in. I know they didn't, but it feels like they did. Why is everything happening so fast? Do you guys feel like that? I sometimes close my eyes and things are moving, and that's like the world. That is a metaphor, a representation of how the world's moving. I'm like, slow down. I closed my eyes and I was 43 years old. And I'm like, how come no one listens to the radio anymore? Where are cassette tapes? What is going on? I don't understand anything. Where did my waistline go? Why is my butt flat? Isn't it supposed to go badoom? I mean, I get you have to do things to make it go badoom, but I didn't used to have to. I digress. Oh, their kid's name is Rocky, like Rocky Balboa. Okay, cute. All right, let's see if we can hear some of this on a podcast, you guys. The tell-all appearance on this dumb blonde. Who's dumb blonde? Besides me. Okay. Shayna Moakler claims Travis Barker and Kim Kardashian texted to meet up to FUCK. Love me, hate me, say what you want about me, because other boys and other girls are waiting to FUCK me. Why even? Okay, but thanks, but also why? Kim Kardashian texted to meet up with Travis to FUCK. Shayna Moakler is claiming that Kim Kardashian played a part in the breakdown of her marriage. Oh, that's why. To ex-husband Travis Barker. During her Wednesday, January 10th appearance on the Dumb Blonde podcast, Moakler, 48, revealed that she and Barker also 48, were working on their relationship when she was sent text message between him and Kardashian, the Kim one, who's 43. Oh, Kim, we're the same age. It's crazy. From an anonymous source. I think it was probably Chris. It was Kris Jenner. She was like, don't worry, sweetie. We're going to get Travis with one of ya. Are waiting to if you see Kimmy. They were trying to meet up at her sister's house to FUCK. Mokler said to fuck. Claiming that when she showed the text to Barker, what year was this? He deleted them. I mean, I would delete it. She also claimed that she called Kardashian, who denied the affair and said, I don't like white guys. What? Mokler and Barker tied the knot in 2004 and welcomed their kids. Blobbity blue, we already know that. They first called it quits in 2006. Oh, that didn't last long, but continued with an on-again, off-again relationship for 2 years before finalizing their divorce in 2008. While opening up about pulling the plug on her romance with Barker, Mokler noted that she and the drummer never recovered from the drama with Kardashian, which contributed to their split. Huh. Okay. Okay. So him and Kim were sending texts like 1F. I mean, that just seems like on brand for Kardashians, right? So I just feel like Shayna Mokler, she's long wanted Travis Barker back. And it's just it's like that, that one love that gets away, and that's hers. That's hers. Oh, Shayna. Barker, for his part, has denied that anything physical happened between him and Kim. We went to dinner. We went to lunch. We took our pants off. No insertion. No, he just said, we went to dinner. We went to lunch. He wrote in his 2015 memoir. He has a memoir? Oh, yeah, because he almost died in a plane crash. Sorry about that. Can I say, his memoirs named, Can I Say, Living Large, Cheating Death, and Drums, Drums, Drums. I actually don't mind Travis Barker at all, but that is a horrible name for a memoir. Living Large, Cheating Death, and Drums, Drums, Drums. It sounds like the Tommy Lee version. Barker is now married to Kim's sister, Kourtney Kardashian. The twosome wed in May 2022. I mean, he's like a super skinny vegan. That shouldn't be. His book should be Super Skinny Vegan. It should be, where do they live again? I was going to say Calipat. No. Super Skinny Kardashian Vegan. Kardashian Loving Vegan. That's what it should be. Super Skinny Kardashian Loving Vegan. The Travis Barker memoir. And I also almost died on a plane. That can be like the little forward, like little thing. On Travis Barker and Kim Kardashian. Mokler claimed that she and Barker were working on things in their relationship when someone anonymously, Kris Jenner, texted her the rockers' alleged conversations with Kim. They were trying to meet up at her sister's house. Which sister, though? Kourtney? That's weird. Probably Khloe. They did not. Well, she didn't have a home then. But then Kourtney was with Scott. That would have been weird, but Scott was never home. I'm going to say it's going to be Khloe. Yeah, they didn't respect her. Mokler claimed the pair connected when Kim was shooting for Barker's clothing brand. I wanted this relationship to work. I was so in love with him, she said, claiming she showed Barker the messages and he deleted them. He said, I don't see anything. Oh my God, that's such a way to Calabasas. Thank you, Draga. That is such a dude way. I don't see anything. It's not there. Nothing's there. Yes, Stack. So wait, Jolene, I thought Travis was hooking up with Kim. Did he switch to Kourtney Kayla? Yeah, they got married. And they have a baby, Stacked. Oh my God. Welcome to the new millennium. So he said, I don't see anything. She also allegedly called Kim. And Kim, she said to her, I don't like white guys. Mokler recalled, I was like, y'all F anyone to be famous. Travis and I never really recovered from that. I felt stupid. I mean, she's telling her story, I guess, but it might be time to kind of move on, build a bridge and move on from that one, because yeah, I'm sure there were other things that led to it. I'm sorry that happened, but okay. Mokler also claimed she caught Barker with Lindsay Lohan. What? Was he on the list though? Didn't Lindsay have to make a list Or was that Brittany? No, it was Lindsay. Was he on the list? Now I'm gonna have to look up Lindsay Lohan's sex list, which shouldn't even exist, but it does. Not my fault. No offense, all offense. Lindsay Lohan sex list. Is that gonna get me on a okay? Remembering Lindsay Lohan's infamous sex list. Can you believe someone made her do this? Who was it that made her do this? Okay. Well, a lot of them are crossed out. I don't see Travis Barker anywhere on that. He didn't even make the lists. Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake is gross. I'm sorry. He is so gross. He's just like, how old would have Justin Timberlake been? 40? Or maybe they're the same age. I don't know. I think we're just getting this awakening of guys and people that, how much slut shaming actually occurred in the early aughts, the early 2000s, if you will. We're learning about all the James Francos and the Adam Levines and the Justin Timberlakes of it all. No Sankey. No Sankey. Who's this on there? Colin Farrell? He was with Britney too. How old? Wasn't he like 50? How old are these people? Ashton Kutcher. Oh, Wilmer Valderrama. When does he still have a career? Because I'm sorry, he was in his 20s and dating a teenager allegedly. And not only Lindsay, but Ashley Simpson and Demi Lovato. Oh my God, you sicko. Oh, gross. Who are all these people? Not Benicio del Toro. Why is he on this? This can't be for that. What? Following the arrival of his daughter, Delilah. Okay, this is from 2019, I think. But with socialite Kimberly Stewart in 2011, Oscar winner Benicio del Toro once again found himself in the tabloids when B. del Toro was included on the list. With the 2006 report about their alleged hookup resurfacing, the two reportedly met at a birthday party when Lohan was 19. Though her reps denied the rumored encounter while graciously calling del Toro a wonderful man. Okay, well, hopefully it's not true. Evan Peters, hottie. Evan Peters he's just so cute. And I don't even have like a big list of Hollywood cuties. Do you guys? Is Evan Peters? I know my Google. We need to have a separate segment for Joleen Lunzer and her Google searches for real, because they are right. He's a predatory. This is all allegedly. Apparently, madam, according to Shayna Moakler, Kim and Travis might have been hooking up. Okay. Smash that like, you guys, because this is probably going to get demonetized. Okay, can we talk about Evan Peters for a second? He's so cute. He's so great. I hope he's not on any lists. He would have been age appropriate if he did, in fact, hook up with Lindsay Lohan. Is he on the list? American Horror Story, loved him. The Jeffrey Dahmer thing, obviously creepy, but he did a really good job in the role. What else is he? Quicksilver. And then he had that long relationship with Emma Roberts, who allegedly maybe DV'd him. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. But he's so cute. He's just so cute. And he dated Halsey. And I'm like, is she going to write a song about him? Why did they break up? Halsey and Evan Peters. I just need a new show called Google It with Jolene. Because I remember Halsey had put out, I think, a tweet once upon a time saying, one day I want to date Evan Peters. And then her dream came true, and they were so cute. So according to Distractify, they split because speculation about the couple's breakup was sparked after Halsey abruptly deleted all of Evan's photos from her Instagram in 2020. While fans are unsure exactly why Evan and Halsey decided to end their relationship, a previously liked tweet confirmed their breakup and suggested the two ended on bad terms. After retweeting a message that read, "I can watch these piece of shit looters get tackled all day." What? A message that read, okay. During the Black Lives Matter protest in the summer 2020, Twitter took Evan Peters to task. Oh, no. He says, don't have a crush on anybody ever again. Don't do it. Don't do it. I thought they were a cute couple, but I digress. Okay. Ugh. So Barker denied it. Shayna Moakler says, oh, yeah, they did it. All right. Moakler made headlines in 2021 when Alabama and Landed took to social media to share that Moakler wasn't currently in their lives. While recalling their estrangement, Moakler said she felt like parental alienation began with Landon and Alabama when Barker started dating Kourtney. That shit was getting all played out in the press, she explained, noting that the Kardashian family is a media machine. I just got effing hammered and bullied, she continued, and over my effing kids. Who does that to someone with their own children? F you, that family. Moakler called the famous brood disgusting, noting that she would never want to know them. Put it in the chat. Are we? Oh, the mayor of Easton. Oh, that was such a good. That was a show on HBO with the wonderful Kate Winslet. Oh, so good, so good. Put it in the chat. You guys feel free to sound off. Are you team no one? Are you team Moakler? Team Kardashian on this one? What team are you on? You got to be on a team. It's 2024. So she said she's tired of people pooping on her. She doesn't like that family, and I'm not afraid of them, and I don't like them. I removed myself. I took a step back. I think what happened was she got this short haircut. You know, sometimes some men can't handle a woman with short hair like this. Yeah. Christine the Plant says, Team Hell No One. Got to get back to work. Yep. Team, you don't care. Got it. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Oh, she has rumors with Gerard Butler. Moakler shared that a misunderstanding between her and Barker over Moakler's relationship with Gerard Butler also played a part in their divorce. I was going out, getting drunk. I was friends with Gerard Butler. She said, I saw him at a club and the paparazzi took pictures of us and made it seem like I was kissing him. I wasn't. Travis saw it and we never recovered. Well, it sounds like you both were a little too immature to be married. Okay, we're just going to end that there. But I'm like, she keeps trending with the Kardashians, Shayna Moakler, and I did enjoy myself some Shayna on Big Brother. But okay. Let's talk about the Emmys. Did you guys watch the Emmys? Did you watch? We're gonna do like the talk shows do. What do you guys think? Did you guys watch the Emmys? What do you guys think of the Emmys? It was Emmys, right? It was very Emmy. So the biggest moments. Let's take a look at them. According to GMA. I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch because I figured I would just watch this part of it. You know, sometimes I used to really love watching award shows, but now I'm like, I don't really care. There's so many other things to watch. Sometimes I'll watch them. Maybe I'll watch the Oscars this year. Did it already happen? Maybe not. No, I don't think so. No, I don't want that one. I want to get rid of this. And we want to just have this. All right, let's see what the best. I did see Christina Applegate, and she had a wonderful little speech she gave. And let's see what GMA. What are these dudes and lady talking about over here? All right, Gail King, give us the news, Gail. Let me know if you guys can't hear this. Let's take a listen.
Television's Golden Night. Lara is here with the big moments from the Emmys. So many special moments from last night.
It was a really special night, Robin. Good morning to you. The 2023 Emmys were delayed by the Hollywood writers and actors strikes, but they were well worth the wait. The show was packed with reunions and funny moments and a final goodbye to one of the big winners of the night, Succession.
Television's biggest night, finally back for its 75th anniversary.
Hello, friends, and welcome to our Emmys neighborhood.
The Emmy saying, yes, chef, to The Bear. The FX and Hulu series sweeping all of its categories in its first year of competition.
I've never seen The Bear. I know. Tell me in the chat, do I have to watch this show? I worked in restaurants for years. I don't want restaurant anxiety. I still have those dreams where I'm serving in a restaurant and I can't get to every table and I wake up in like a fury, you know. And last night I had a dream that someone came, I think it was Julie Chen, and told me that I had to go scuba diving. And I was like, yeah, I'm totally ready to go scuba diving, even though scuba diving scares the shit out of me. They gave me the scuba diving gear. And get this, when I get to the place where I'm supposed to scuba dive, it's really a skating rink. And guess who's skating with me not making this up, Kim Kardashian. And Kim Kardashian is a really good figure skater. And I'm from Minnesota and I should be able to hold my own. Only I can't. So Kim's like, Joleen, you can't skate very well. And I keep telling Kim as I'm skating around, I'm kind of picking up steam and I'm doing my little crossover. She has figure skates. I have hockey skates. I'm trying to show her up. But I keep seeing on the ice, her hair is everywhere. Her hair is all over the ice. I go, Kim, your hair is all over the ice. And she's like, big deal. And she keeps doing tricks. And I never got to the point where I scuba dive, or dove, however you say it. But I kept figure skating with hockey skates with Kim Kardashian on an ice skating rink indoors with Kim Kardashian's hair all over the ice. Now, somebody in the chat has to be a dream person and break down that dream. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm going to come upon a lot of money soon and lose my hair, or that I should just finally get on Wegovy or Ozempic and lose my hair, or possibly have my vagina stick to the seat of the toilet as a side effect? So let me know. But I haven't watched The Bear.
With 6 Emmys, including Outstanding Comedy Series. Stars Jeremy Allen White, Evan Moss Backrack, and Io Adebri, all nabbing acting awards.
Probably not like a dream to immigrate to this country and have your child be like, I want to do improv, but you're real ones. Thank you.
That's awesome, because that is exactly, well, that was my husband. My husband's first generation, and both of his parents went and got PhDs from Stanford. And my husband, being first generation, was actually born in the US, and he went on to I'm gonna do improv. So
Thank you so much for this. It means the world. Thank you.
And Succession, tying The Bear for most wins, taking one last victory lap for its final season, including the coveted award for Outstanding Drama Series.
We are so honored.
I freaking love Succession. I'm so sad it's over. I want to see Kieran Culkin every day on my screen. I don't care. I watched Home Alone this season, obviously, like everybody does, for Christmas, and I was like, oh my God, there's Kieran Culkin. He's Fuller, P.S. You have to sleep on the hide-a-bed with Fuller tonight. If he has too much to drink, he'll wet the bed. And then he's just like drinking his Pepsi, like. Love Succession.
The show.
Sarah Snook winning lead dramatic actress for her performance as Shiv Roy,
She
pregnant
should.
during filming, and now
She's so good, and she's British. I'd never understand how these Brits pull off the American accent so well, and Americans, we struggle.
telling her daughter
We struggle with the American accent, whatever that is.
what she couldn't back then.
The proximity of her life growing inside me gave me the strength to do this and this performance. And I love you so much.
Where did this actress even come from? But I love her.
And it's all for you from here on out.
And her name is Snook.
Thank you.
She's so
And
great.
Snook's on-screen brother Kieran Culkin beating
I shouldn't have a boner for Kieran Culkin, but I kind of do.
out co-stars Brian Cox and Jeremy Strong for lead actor.
Would you guys stop objectifying Kieran Culkin? Thank you. Thank you.
I wasted all my time hugging everybody. I love you all so much, especially everyone in the cast, Jay, Alan, Sarah, Brian.
Such a good cast.
Thank you so much.
And the voters have no beef with beef. The limited series
Beef was so freaking good. Ali Wong, oh my God. That show was disturbing, but probably happens every day. All of it. Peeing on the everything. If you guys haven't watched Beef on Netflix, so good.
nabbing 5 statues. Ali Wong making history
Get it, Ali, stand-up comedian turned super actress. Get it, girl.
as the first woman of Asian descent to ever win for a leading role.
Oh, I forgot she's with Bill Hader. He's a hater, Bill Hader.
Be standing here without my parents, my amazing parents, my mother, and my father, who I so wish was alive to share this moment with me. My hilarious father, who loved me unconditionally and taught me the value of failure.
It's Wednesday Addams. Love it.
And her co-star Stephen Yeun also
Stephen Yeun. Ever since he was Glenn on Walking Dead, I mean, oh, goodness gracious. Hottie patati. I saw him up close and personal at the now deceased IO Improv, to bring up improv again, Comedy Theater in Hollywood a few times. And boy, is he tall and a looker.
also winning his category. The night tying the record for the most winning actors
He is so cute.
and actresses of color. Quinta Brunson, the
So
first
talented. Oh,
Black
yay!
lead actress to win for a comedy in over 40
One thing I didn't like, though, why did they allow her dress to get that wrinkled? She's so adorable. She's so talented. She's amazing. But every picture I've seen now, the dress, it looks like it was rolled up in a ball, tumbled through in the corner, and they were like, put it on. She deserves better.
40 years.
Thank you so much. I love making Abbott Elementary so much.
Go Abbott. Okay, we got to hear that again because I talked through it. Sorry, guys.
Of color. Quinta Brunson, the first Black lead actress to win for a comedy in over 40 years.
Thank you so much.
40 years? Oh, my God.
I love making Abbott Elementary so much, and I am so happy to be
She's so
able
talented.
to live
Oh,
my
my God. She's going to make me want to cry.
dream and act out comedy. I want to thank me.
Oh my God, I love Niecy Nash's speech because I was watching Sherry Shepherd react to it on Instagram, and I love Sherry Shepherd, and I know her and Niecy are besties, and the Jeffrey Dahmer show, obviously very disturbing, but Niecy killed it. I love her speech. We're just going to rewind a little bit so we can get the full effects.
Thank you so much, and I am so happy to be able to live my dream and act out comedy.
I want to thank me.
And Niecy Nash Betts taking home the prize for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited Series
Thank you.
and for the best speech of the night.
I accept this award on behalf of every Black and brown woman who has gone unheard yet over-policed, like Glenda Cleveland, like Sandra Bland, like Breonna Taylor. As an artist, my job is to speak truth to power, and baby, I'm gonna do it to the day I die.
I love Niecy.
First-time host, Blackish star Anthony Anderson leading us through the eventful night with a little help from Mom as timekeeper. Attempting to rap the always hilarious
Mom.
Jennifer Coolidge during her win for supporting actress.
Jennifer Coolidge. Oh my God, I should have watched the damn Emmys. This shit was good. I might have to go watch it. Lala says, hey, Jolene, Christy, and I have been loving all the lives, even though they aren't live when we watch. Hello, Lala. Hello, Christy. Will you go live with Nana when you're home? I'm going to try. She's, will be going to physical therapy and she's resting a lot and stuff. But if she can, and if she's up to it, I will, but I'm not going to push her. I won't exploit her that much, just because I love her. But yeah, if she can, definitely will. All right, Stack. I just want to thank me, Jennifer Coolidge.
In a drama.
I've loved
I want to thank
everything. So did she win for, what did she win for? Because she was in a few things this past year, but I assume she won for, what was it, White
Night
Orchid?
with a little help from
Black
Mom
Orchid?
as timekeeper.
Orchid City Township?
Attempting to rap the always hilarious Jennifer Coolidge during her win for supporting actress in a drama.
I want to thank all the evil gays. I just really,
There's his mom.
especially, yes.
White Lotus. That's what it was. It just came to my head. But then she was in that other Netflix show about that house. And it had that lady from Australia who used to, Naomi Watts. Naomi. That was a good
Paulo,
one.
Francesco and Bruno, thank you. I know I'm getting wrapped it up. Okay, yes, okay.
Baby.
Yes, and I just.
I love you, baby, but time.
Okay, guess what? One
His mama's so cute.
thing. I love you too. I just want to say one thing.
And in a surprise appearance, a familiar face returning to the stage.
Watchers.
Christina Applegate, who's been open about her battle with MS, walking out to a standing ovation.
You're totally shaming me with disability by standing up. It's fine. Okay. Body not by Ozempic. Okay, let's go.
She's amazing. Applegate.
I also hate that Christina Applegate, everything she's going through, she has to be so concerned about her weight because of, Hollywood and its ridiculous beauty standard and stuff, because she's like my goal weight. But it sucks. Like every time I've heard her mention that, she it's harder for her to be out in public because she has gained a lot of weight. And I understand that anyone who, you gain a lot of weight, you don't feel like, going out, you just don't feel the same. You feel judged. Your body doesn't feel the same and all that stuff. But already going through so many things with MS, that even has to be a thing. But I love that she poked little jokes and saying that, you guys, how did she say it when they're laughing at her? No, I already forgot what the hell she said, or they're ableist.
Body not by Ozempic.
No,
Okay, let's go. Standing up. It's fine. Okay.
So they're shaming her for standing up. Christina is great. She's such a wonderful actress. She's so she just seems naturally funny in all of her interviews and stuff. She's gorgeous. She's the best. And I hope that, I know when Selma Blair first came out in her MS journey, I think she's made a lot of strides, like positive ways. Because at first when she came out, she was having so many difficulties even talking and standing. And now I think I'm not well versed in how MS works. I'm sure it works differently depending on the body, but it seems like, I don't want to say gotten better, but maybe it did seem as though it was she was heading down a path where it was very debilitating. And then when I had seen her before, they had probably been working on so that she could speak and move and walk. And Selma's in remission. Oh my God, I love that. Because also Selma Blair and Christina Applegate were in quite a few projects together, and our friends. So, oh, goodness, I just obviously you never know what health thing is going to, your health journey in life will be. Unfortunately, it's all, you just never know. But to have two people who are friends and get MS, I mean, I'm sure that's unfortunately not as uncommon as I thought it would be. But they were in that movie. What was that movie? Me and my writing partner and friend Amber watched it when we were working on a screenplay that we're writing. And it was You're Too Big to Fit in Here. And they had this whole song montage they went into. And it was made in the early 2000s, American Sweethearts. Oh, The Sweetest Thing. Okay. So The Sweetest Thing, obviously, so many great moments. But that song is so fucking cringe. You know a man wrote that shit. Because no woman is going to be, and they're at the restaurant, and it's the three of them. So it's Christina Applegate, Cameron Diaz, and Selma Blair. And they're like talking about the men and, their wieners and like, oh, you're too big to fit in here, too big to fit in here. And then the whole restaurant starts singing. And it's like, me and my friend Amber were watching this. And I remember watching it like, in my early 20s or whenever it came out. And I was like, this is hilarious. And, now in my 40s, I'm like, a dude wrote that. That is so bad. Oh, my husband's in the chat. Hi, my husband, Chell. Come home from work already. We miss you. Thank you. Hit the like for my husband. I wonder if we did watch the unrated version, but we were just watching all the good like girl flicks, like rewatching ones we haven't watched in a while. We watched Girls Trip, and it just reminded me how freaking good Girls Trip is, and also how freaking good Bridesmaids is. Those are two just iconic female kind of raunchy, hilarious comedies. As we were writing a raunchy, woman-centered comedy ourselves, and I was like, oh, this is just so good. But when The Sweetest Thing came, me and my friend, we're both the same age, and we remembered like we loved this movie, and then rewatching it, we were like, okay, there's still some great parts, but also like a dude had to write that song. It had to write that song. Yes, Christy, we love a Chell. We just know he can't come sneak up on me because he's at work. Yeah, we saw the penis song. You're too big to fit in here. So shout out to Christina Applegate. Okay, let's and The Sweetest Thing and all the stuff. Whoa, The Sweetest Thing. All right. Yeah, so it looks like I have to watch The Bear. The Emmys looked damn adorable. That's for sure. And yeah. All right. Now, I saw something, and I didn't put this in the title, but we're going to watch a little bit of it. Apparently Sheena from Vanderpump Rules. What is she in, a podcast beef or something? What is going on with Sheena? Sheena was crying with Brock on her podcast. So we're just going to do a little fair use commentary. Sheena, don't strike me. Remember, we like each other. But in the thumbnail for this, it's like he's crying. And I think Nick Valali said that he was a payroll husband or something. I don't know. Let's take a listen, you guys, because I'm like, huh? What? Why are we crying? Who cares? Who cares if you are a payroll husband? I don't care. Why are we crying about it? We'll see. We're going to get to it. All right. Okay. Let's turn on the sound.
Lala, I used to be last night,
Listen
and
to the tears.
they were nominated.
Boys, and then
Oh
backstage.
my gosh, we also had to go.
Did Vanderpump Rules win the Emmy? I wonder. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to do that on my Google. Okay, there was crying. She promised crying. Where is it, Sheena?
I think it's just the whole. This is the beer and over.
Shit.
One says,
Yeah, switch.
She's like legit crying. Oh my god. But good for him. Male tears. Delicious.
and rebuilding that relationship with your ex-wife and getting caught up and being consistent with the child support and being able to at least receive photos regularly now, so it's like baby steps, but
Okay, so it sounds like he's making baby steps with the kids. He does have 2 children, I believe, in Australia, and he was behind on child support, and that was something that, obviously fans are going to drag you for that. You cannot get behind in your child support, and a mess. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. If you need a little bit of context.
at the end of the day,
And I did speed it up a bit.
these kids are old enough to make their own decisions, and they have their solid family unit set in place, and they're in a very good place. So I know you're not going to disrupt that. You're going to do what you can to keep, showing up in whatever ways you can.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Not easy.
How old are Brock's kids? So he's got these 2 kids in Australia. Oh my goodness.
Well, do you want to switch gears, as Andy Cohen says?
Yeah, switch it up.
What's the best and worst things about being married to me?
Oh my God. I think they're both the same. I don't know. I think, honey, the best part about being married with you is the fact that you just make sure things get done. I think the worst part about being married to you was the fact that you want everything to be done in a particular way. So it is both of them. Anyway.
Oh, he's still crying.
Was there anything else you wanted to say about that?
Oh God.
Was it something I said that got you emotional?
I think it's just the whole, this is the bearing of it, like the whole situation in itself. And it's just like, there's a side of me that wants to just fight hard, but then there's a side that reminds me of like, it's just a tough balancing act. And, actions have consequences. And so now I just gotta, just hearing you talk about it, I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm happy with the changes I've made in my life, and I'm really happy with all of that. So,
yeah.
Come here, baby.
See you in a second.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll be right back.
Oh goodness.
And now that we've got you fed, let's keep
I
you
don't want to
hydrated
add.
with
He's
liquid
crying.
Okay. Well, I do have more family
No,
relationship.
I'm good on the question. That's obviously, that's just a loaded question.
Of course. We
There's a
couldn't
lot
sit here
involved in
and
that.
do this podcast and not address that when we were just back home and everyone wants to know. And although there are things that, as much as
Okay, I'm gonna
we
let Teddy
put
out.
ourselves
We're
on a
gonna keep
television show to
playing
put
this.
ourselves out there, it's
You
like,
guys,
oh, well,
I'll
certain
let
things
him
should
go
be
potty. I'll be
kept
right
private,
back.
but then I didn't sign up for a private life, and neither did you when you started dating me. And so I feel like there are things that we do owe the fans a little bit on, but obviously the relationship, she wants to keep their lives as private as possible. So we do have to respect that. But I felt it would be weird to do a podcast with you starting off the year after we had just been back home by not acknowledging where we're at.
And
with
that's
that.
it. Like, I feel like you're right. Like, I'm okay talking about it. I think I just don't talk about it. So when I talk about it, I don't know how those emotions there just come up. So
yeah,
we're here.
Yeah,
we're doing the best we can.
Totally. And I hear BetterHelp has great therapists. So
I've been using it, honey.
I don't even know if that's an ad in this podcast, but if not, it'll be coming up soon. So stay tuned. But seriously, just I think that you have put so much work in your life, in this relationship, in this family, and you have been going to therapy for the past year now. And I think just continue with that and being the best version of yourself, because you've definitely put the work in, and I see it.
Next question. Where are we at?
What do you guys do to keep the relationship going strong?
Wait, time out. I said the reasons why I love about you and dislike about
The
being
question
married
was
to
for you. I'm the host. You're the guest.
All right, next one. Hit me.
Yeah, I just asked you. What do we do to keep our relationship going strong?
I feel like our date nights are really fun.
Yeah.
Case in point, we got to go to the Emmys last night and we had a car service. Like, we're good. There's that. And then I think we just spend we're good at having downtime. Although I went out of our
Okay, did he talk about being a payroll husband? I don't need to know about the date nights, but he's very emotional.
put ourselves back into the world very much. Like, I just wear my
oh my God. Struggle with that. And
We
I
do.
know we have other friends who are similar with that, and it's tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Have I not been better?
Yeah, was I finished talking?
No, you're right. Continue.
It's tough, not gonna lie. It is something that requires a lot of compromise and meeting in the middle. I understand
you said
when
not,
he wants to
Brian.
be really strict with the
You kept
schedule, the long-term benefits of that. And Brock is the first person to not suggest something without actually researching it. The next question I saw was who was more of a yes parent from my TBTs. And that's
Okay, well, when do
but
we
I
get
don't
to the
think it's
payroll
because
part? Right before.
anyway, moving on. Was it hard on the relationship filming VPR together this season? Yes.
Well, I thought that was a question
I
for
mean,
me.
for both of us, I guess.
Well, yeah, this season was, I think, as everyone's going to watch, like, it's just very intensely difficult.
Mhm.
I
But
know, I hate it.
outside of
Yeah.
that, this season, I mean, again, this is my third season. First season was season 9. Season 10, I wasn't around as much. And then this season, season 11,
boom, back in it.
But I was really excited what we did film was just me and you. And it was me and you, and our story
Yeah.
and like what cameras captured, I feel like can be very relatable because we argue about really real things. Like, obviously we're in a world of dealing with everything else, but we got to have that within all of that chaos. How to raise a kid, dealing with mother-in-law, parent-in-laws, go from there. So
yeah,
it was good.
It's
I
the
mean,
payroll
that's my
husband
opinion until we
part.
see this. Then we get to watch it. So they see how that comes across.
Yeah, no, for sure. last one on this topic. Any advice for new parents who are trying to balance?
Like there's a lot of time in
Knows when you sit on the toilet,
my
you're
phone.
on your phone.
and I'll be quick with my responses.
This week.
Oh my
and
God, there's so many.
Here-
Get
Zio
that ad
says-
revenue, Sheena.
I don't get it. I don't get it. That doesn't make sense.
When Brittany was hospitalized, they thought, and I know she has cleared this up on her podcast as well, they were ruling out a lot of things. They didn't know what it was. And maybe they had said like, oh, we need to check.
There's also speculation going on that Brittany and Jax are either headed towards Splitsville or this is just PR. She's not wearing her ring. Dun, dun, dun. And they might be doing this for publicity in their, new show that's coming out this spring, the Valley show where Brittany and Jax and them will be back. So I don't know what's going on.
Check and do an MRI to see if she had a stroke. Maybe that was something, but
who had a stroke? Brittany?
The way I guess Jax described it, I didn't watch, but he said that he had to leave because she had a stroke. And then,
oh my God, Jax is he's never going to not lie. And him and Tom Sandy Butt are back to being friends. I peeped it on the Instagram. Sandy Butt is all in Jax's bar restaurant that him and Brittany own in somewhere in Studio City or the Valley. And he's singing his karaoke and just, toxic.
And then Brittany's like,
just spewing his bad singing into this bar restaurant, even though when it was convenient and when everyone was anti Tom Sandoval, Jax jumped on that so quickly to gain. That's why people are like, Jax has changed. He's different. I'm like, he has not. This man has no. Brittany came in and just like Madam President Barbie, and I love your name, says, again, they're using these women to save them and get them out of trouble instead of actually doing the work to work on themselves as toxic men. Jax hid behind Brittany. And anytime you hear a man say, she saved me, oh my God, shut up. If it's like one little situation, like you saved me from this, but really you got to save yourself. It's not up to us as women to save you from your shit. We have our own stuff we have to work out too. And as individuals, you've got to put the work in, do the work. It's not up for women to be Captain Save a Hoe. That's not our job. So, but yeah, they're friends again. Jax did not change. He just jumped on the bandwagon to get back in the media and promote himself and change his own image. So he was willing to throw Tom under the bus, but now he's like, oh no, me and Tom are friends.
Are you fucking kidding me? Now she has to go and clear this up that that's not what it was.
Obviously, he lies all the time, Sheena. He's a liar.
Been friends with him for how long?
8 seasons and then 2 break, and then he's kind of been back and forth a little bit. But
I spent 2 days filming with him.
Jax sucks.
And I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah, I had 8 years of that, and I met Jax right when the show started, so I didn't have a friendship.
I don't even know if Jax knows when he's lying anymore. I mean, this dude is just a liar. He's a liar.
Same before the show started because I heard this was he's just bang.
Always has been.
Full steam ahead.
Full steam. Mm-hmm. Will you be going to see Ariana in Chicago? I will be there opening night. I'm doing a mom-daughter trip. Lala, her mom, some other friends, and moms. So we will be there opening night. And then you and I will definitely go back for a date night. Whenever we're out there for like Watch What Happens Live or something, I want to go see it as much as I can. As much as I'm in New York while she is doing her run,
I'm just going to put this out there again. I've said it to you a couple of times.
That's Ariana.
I'd like to go to New York and take summer for like a week.
Yeah. Remember when Alexis Bellino, she was on stage with Gretchen and she just went rogue and was like, I'm the only woman up here who hasn't slept with Slade Smiley.
Yes.
And Andy Cohen came up and was like, yeah, this is not part of the script. Like, So do you remember me telling you about the after party, how I said something to her?
Yeah.
Because she recently posted on her Instagram story and said that was #lies and that it never happened and that all she did was smile at me and say hi or whatever. And I'm like,
this was upstairs when she walked in on that rooftop bar.
Alexis Bellino is starting drama with Sheena too. So she's going to come back to Orange County and have beef with Shannon. She's going to probably be friends with Tamra since Vicky and Shannon are done with Tamra. Oh, what a mess.
On the right-hand side of walk straight into the right-hand side of that bar right there.
Yeah, rooftop open bar. I just want to point out because I think she might have spent a little too much time there. But it
Sheena just called Alexis Bellino a drunk.
Absolutely happened. I absolutely said something to her because Gretchen has been a friend of mine since season 1.
Yuck. I don't understand how Sheena can be friends with Gretchen. I get we all have that one friend that it don't make sense, but that one definitely doesn't make sense.
And I didn't like that she did that. I thought it was extremely gross and disrespectful. And now she's dating Shannon's ex and it's thirsty and it's gross and just like, yes, it happened. So,
ooh, Sheena, shots fired. She's calling for Alexis. Alexis, you better get your own podcast to come out with something. You and John Jansen or whatever the hell his name is, or you call him Johnny. Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know what I walked into then, but it happened.
Yeah. I'm like, you were at the bar a little too long.
Oh, she shouted her out again. You're at the bar a little too long.
Anyway, your
Ooh, she calling you an alcoholic.
cast was all together at the Emmys this week. Did everyone get along? Give us the tea.
No.
For the most part, yes, but we were also all separated. Some of us were backstage because we were presenting. We weren't all seated together. They had all of us on the end cap. So in case I think we did win, we could all just get up and kind of come out into the aisle together.
Oh, they didn't win.
Yeah, but I think maybe keeping us separated kind of kept the peace for that.
Yeah, I think it was a good setup. I feel like everyone enjoyed themselves. Ariana was obviously there, but then she had to leave.
Yeah.
So
Okay, it says Vanderpump Rules fails to win Emmy Award despite being most scandalous reality show of 2023. IMDb Vanderpump Rules season 10 was nominated for an Emmy, but lost to Welcome to Wrexham. What the frick is Welcome to Wrexham? In the outstanding unstructured reality TV category. Welcome to Wrexham. All right. I got more with Jolene Googling things because I do not know what that is. It sounds like Welcome to Plathville. It's a documentary, American sports documentary series that, is this with Ryan Reynolds and the soccer team? No. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. That actually looks kind of cute. It's more wholesome. So they invested in a losing soccer team. So it's very Ted Lasso, which I only watched part of, but Hype Man Husband Chell watched the whole thing. Oh, that little guy. That little guy from that one show. Always Sunny, right? Is that the Always Sunny guy and Ryan Reynolds? Are they both Canadians? Why does it look like Ryan Reynolds pissed his pants in this picture? Let me show you guys. I don't think we're going to find out the payroll husband thing. I'm not going to make you guys sit through me trying to figure that out. I thought it would come sooner once we saw the tears, but apparently he cried for more reasons. But Nick Valile, I think he is calling out Sheena. Okay, let me show you guys this picture where Ryan Reynolds allegedly pissed himself. He was, but who hasn't been so happy they pissed themselves once upon a time? I'm sure many people can relate to this. All right, let's close this down. Goodbye, Sheena. Thank you. Bye-bye. See ya. Oh, all right. Back over here. And we're back. I'm so I just cannot wait. I'm with you, Jada. Bring me Vanderpump Rules. I want to know how they're going to try to vilify Ariana. I want to see all the bots come into my comment section and go, get over it. Tom's a great guy. He's really nice. Everybody loves him. But here, clearly, Ryan Reynolds has gotten so excited. He has ejaculated in his pants, allegedly. Okay. The Kardashians strike again. It's about soccer. My husband loves Ted Lasso. Okay. Stacked. Thank you for bringing that up. So these guys beat Vanderpump Rules. I'm going to have to watch this little documentary. All right. However, jury duty. Oh my God. You guys were telling me about jury duty. Maybe it was Christy and Lala. I don't remember. Once upon a night pants with Nana, you guys were telling me to watch jury duty. I watched jury duty. That shit is so good. I did not expect it to be that good. I haven't watched. The only episode I haven't watched is the last episode because I'm waiting for Hype Man Husband Chell to get caught up so that we can watch it together. But I binged it one night and oh my God, it is so freaking funny. Yeah, I assume Big Brother didn't win anything either, but I did see that Suri, I think they were up for Critics' Choice Awards. Okay. What's the cutoff age for peeing your pants? You're not cool unless you pee your pants. And we know that. Jury duty was so freaking good. So basically, it's a television show and like a mockumentary. And there is one person that is not an actor who's a part of this. All right. And I'm not going to spoil it in case you want to watch it because there's so many good parts. But there's one recognizable actor in it. And he must have just, me and Chell were talking about this. He must have just had so much fun playing like a very stereotypical, it's James Marsden. So he plays himself, but like playing this ridiculous self-involved actor. But all the actors were so great. And the guy who allegedly didn't know that he was a part of a mockumentary and he really thought he was in jury duty and just thought they were doing a documentary about the judicial system. He didn't know that he was basically the only one, or he was the only one in the cast who thought it was real and everyone else was just acting around him. It was a Truman Show. It was Truman Show-esque, and I love the Truman Show so much. Shout out to Jim Carrey. And years ago, for you young kids, there was a movie about a guy who was in a world that had been created for a reality show just to watch him and his reactions. And everyone he knew and loved and the whole world itself was manufactured and made up, much like The Hills. How we just, at the end of The Hills, it was like, oh, hey, Brody Jenner, Kristen Cavallari. And then they took the screen down, the Hollywood screen, and he wasn't where we thought he was. And it's like, has this all been fake the whole time? And what we've learned since, a lot of The Hills, it was early reality TV when you're like, but it's so real. And then you're like, oh no, they have you do takes multiple times. I just found out that Kristen Doty outed saying that in Vanderpump Rules, one of the early seasons, when Tom Schwartz poured a drink over Katie Maloney's head when they were dating, which is an iconic and disturbing scene now, they had to go back and refilm that. So that wasn't even in real time. That had already happened and they had to do it again. And I was like, oh, these shows. Yes, he was juror number 6. So good. So funny. Right? Drag, I agree. Even though I will go back and watch it sometimes. But I wasted so much of my life watching The Hills. I wanted to move to Los Angeles because of The Hills in a lot of ways, even though I had wanted to move to Los Angeles since I was a little girl. But I was just like, it was like that time in Los Angeles with the Lindsay Lohans and the Paris Hiltons and the Tara Reeds and the Nicole Richies, and everyone was going out to clubs, and Mike Boogie was a partial owner of one of the clubs that they always went to, and also one of the sushi restaurants that they went to on Hollywood Boulevard. Both are now not in business. And so when I went to LA to visit in my 20s, I had to hit up certain spots hoping to see someone from The Hills or Lindsay Lohan or Paris Hilton, or it was just such a party club, early 2000s time to be alive. And then you really invested in the Spidey, the Lauren, the everything. And then Kristen Cavallari came back. And then it was so scripted. They refilmed that, Jada. That's what Kristen Doty said. I was like, what? That is so disturbing, because that was gross, because Tom Schwartz and Katie Maloney dating, your boyfriend pours a drink over your head, and they didn't catch it or they didn't get a good shot of it. So the next night he did it again, or they heard about it probably when they were all out partying and drinking. They're like, can you do that again so that we can talk about it on the show? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Your son looks like James Marsden. Well, James Marsden is a cutie, Nancy. Can't wait to watch. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. The clubs were a vibe back then, and for sure. I mean, yeah, the only people I ever saw was the Sum 41 guy when he was getting, I think he was then getting a divorce from Avril Lavigne. And I saw him at like the Roosevelt or something. They had a little club. I don't remember much. I mean, I was like blacking out and stuff, but those clubs were just, I mean, iconic. And that was back, I don't know how clubs work anymore because I'm old and sober and I don't go to clubs. But back in the day, you go to a club, especially in LA, they would look you up and down and decide, if you weren't on like a list or something, they're like, are you hot enough to be in this club? Are people going to want to bang you? Are you going to make us look bad? One time I got in a club just because my friend Katie was cute. Me and my friend Jake were just like, yeah, her. We kind of hit her on the corner. She was the cutest one. And then she's like, I have 2 friends. And they're like, okay. And we're like, hi, just like, sorry, we're here to ruin your club with our disgusting selves. And then we just followed behind. Just look at the hot one. We just came in all hunchback of West Hollywood to get in. But you got to do what you got to do to get into some of these clubs, because at the time that was like such a big deal. But yes, check out Jury Duty if you haven't already. It is so, so good. All 4 nominations for Jury Duty did not win. Boo hiss. It should have won. It really should have won. It really, really should have won. Okay. Oops. What did I just close? I think I wanted to read that. Open back up. No. Okay. Let's talk about this Chelsea Handler situation. And I don't think it's much of a situation other than Chelsea okay, we all know I wanted to go live after the what was it? The Golden Globes, right? So Joe Coy, a comedian, hosted the Golden Globes, right? And everyone said, oh, he sucks. He's horrible. Allegedly, he got the job like 2 weeks before, which is a freaking nightmare. And we all know it's incredibly difficult to make celebrities laugh at themselves. They have very big egos. Hollywood is just like you're hosting a circle jerk party where they're like, you did better. No, you did better. Everybody's so good. We're the best. We're so great. Why people are starving. So you're like, okay, cool. But Joe Coy hosted it. I saw some of the jokes and I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then the only thing I didn't like that he did is he blamed his writers. And these are jobs you get like this. That's a job I could get. Those are jobs your manager and stuff pitches for you. A lot of times, like smaller comedians such as myself end up writing a lot of the material for these hosts. I've had many a friend write for, Golden Globes, Oscars, things, and you're contributing a factor might just be one joke, but they get a team behind them to just pitch, and then they put whatever, his little set together that he's going to do, he or she, and that's how it goes. So I didn't like that he blamed the writers because it's like, well, maybe you didn't deliver it well. And I don't know much about Joe Coy. I don't really know much. I think he had a TV show recently, but I do know that he used to date Chelsea Handler, and then Chelsea Handler went on to host the Critics' Choice Award, and she made a little knock to him. So when she was making her joke, she said, "Thank you for laughing at that. My writers wrote it," she said after a joke in her monologue referencing her ex-boyfriend Coy's defensive comments. Getting defensive was probably the worst thing he could do in that situation. And here's the thing. If you want someone to host that show, it has to be Ricky Gervais. I know he won't do it again, but you have to host it and get someone who can kind of roast those people up. And Ricky Gervais did it so spectacularly. Let's just take a look at some of the greatness that Ricky Gervais. Let's do a Joe Coy. Let's look at YouTube and let's look at a couple of Joe Coy's. Okay, Joe Coy Golden Globes monologue. Let's look at his and then let's look at Ricky Gervais a little bit. And I know it's not fair to compare, but who cares? Whole thing. I actually don't, unless I really don't like the comic, I don't like to watch comics fail or seemingly fail because then I just think of myself failing and I'm like, I feel bad. But I don't know Joe Coy. I don't really have an opinion either way. So let's just take a listen and see. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty boring. No offense, all offense. I think the jokes, some of the jokes didn't hit. They're not always going to hit. It's a really hard audience. It is. These award shows, like, oh my God, it seems like a damn nightmare. Yeah, it just seems like a nightmare. But I think the delivery, I didn't love the delivery. No, I mean, obviously, Joe Coy, I'm sure he doesn't care what I think about anything. And I'm sure when he does his own shows, for those of you who are fans of him and are very familiar with him, I'm sure that he delivers way differently, way more comfort level. You're going to see Joe Coy, you're going to, you know what you're going to get. He probably feels a lot more comfortable. Yeah. And also the thing is, I don't really think a lot of people are familiar in that audience with Joe Coy. No offense, all offense, but I don't think they are. I don't think they know him and are familiar with him. So they're kind of like, who is this guy? And it's almost like my theory is to be able to roast these people, you got to be almost on a list. You got to be on top of your game as well. I mean, they'll probably work better because then they'll be like, that person's making fun of me. Because it is all about who's who has what, what you're worth in the game in Hollywood in that. So it makes sense why someone like Ricky Gervais, also he's English. That helps as well. But I think a lot of them are like, who is Joe Coy? Who is this man? We don't really know him. So probably not the best choice. Also not a surprise that they really couldn't, whoever was supposed to do it or backed out because 2 weeks before, that they would find only maybe Joe Coy and not someone else. I know Ricky Gervais has vowed to never do it again. So definitely was a little cringe. Yep. Didn't like how you blame the writers. Not great. But I mean, everybody has a bad set. Just maybe not host material yet. It's hard because some people are just naturally good at this shit and some people aren't. So he could be a great stand-up comedian, but just not a good comedian host. So in 2 weeks, I mean, if that would be a hard one. You don't want to turn it down because you're like, it's hosting the Golden Globe. So even bad press, Joe Coy, people are going to show up to a show to see, like, is he as bad as we thought? Or, it's still going to be kind of good press for him in that regard. But when you see Ricky Gervais do it, you're just like, okay, this is how it should be done. So let's now play Ricky's to just compare men, because they compare women all the time. So let's compare men in this industry, and I'm going to go check on the doggos, make sure they're okay. So, and Ricky has a great way of really roasting, I don't want to be here, you guys are all pervs, that sort of thing, which plays well to us as an audience, and also the times. Yeah, Ricky did great. Okay, let's start playing it. Let's play it. Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, just night and day. The delivery, the material, the response from all of you, all of us. So yeah, unfortunately, Ricky Gervais, he don't want to do that no more. Maybe they can entice him with a very large chunk of change. So in the future, he'll come back and just roast these people up because they need it. And I think it's good for them. I think it's good to come back down to reality, because most of Hollywood is based off of like nepotism and bullshit anyways. And yeah, no one should be telling us at home how to live our lives when most of them haven't been like real citizens and and dealt with real human, poor people, middle-class people issues. Maybe some of them their whole life. When the Nepo babies come out and start telling me how to live and what I need to do and how much water to consume, I'm like, please be quiet. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Thank you very much. Okay. Lastly, let's talk about this. Jen Shah tonight, Housewives of Salt Lake City. You guys come back to my channel tonight because we're going to be talking about part 2 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion, and it's better be good. It's better be good. Okay. So I saw this story yesterday. Shout out to realityt.com. Why did Jen Shah allegedly give Heather Gay the black eye? That's what I want to know. Tell me tonight. I don't want to hear no more about Whitney mad at Heather. I don't care. I don't care why Angie K doesn't get along with anyone. I don't care. I want to know about the black eye. Reality Monteith, Monica said there's so much more to this story. I want to know more about the Tanisha of it all. How much did Heather know? Is Heather really in on it? I want answers, people. And so I want to know, like, how did it happen? What happened? What did she say? What did you do? Not just she gave me a black eye. Were you doing Barbie scissor kicks? Were you fighting over something? Well, this article says it knows. Okay. So we've all had questions that made us ponder, like the chicken or the egg or darkness or light. But who knew the Bravoverse would have thrown us a breadcrumb about who punched Heather Gay in the eye during the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City season 3. We've had to wait far too long to find out the answer to who. Now we know who, Jen Shah, and why. Now we need to know what. Excuse me. According to Heather, it was Jen Shah in a California hotel with her fists. For over a year, the beauty lab owner has been pretending she didn't have a clue about what happened to her eye, even though she tried to present a false narrative regarding an innocent tap jumping out of the sink and smashing her in the eye. What? Viewers knew better, and finally they were rewarded with her confession, though Jen vehemently denies Heather's claims. Well, can we believe the felon who robbed old people? No. Jen Shah, you don't tell the truth. You're a lying liar who lies. Let's look at why Jen might have given Heather a black eye, if she did. What do you mean if she did? Case closed. She did. The mystery of Heather's black eye has seemingly been solved, at least partially, during the Real Housewives of Season 4 finale. It was revealed by a very distraught Heather that Jen had been the culprit all along during the monologue. During Jolene, a reading comprehension. During quite the monologue, Heather said, "We are friends and we have been through this bullshit before with Jen. I went on a book tour and defended her and took shit for the fact that she gave me the black eye. Dun, dun, dun." While the rest of the women and viewers clutched their pearls, Jen released an Instagram story slamming the network. "Bravo," she wrote. "If I punched Heather in her eye, you guys would have footage to prove it. It's clear the show can't live without me since I was brought up at the beginning, middle, and end of season 4. It's just because we have to wrap up your story, felon. Okay? It's not because you're needed per se. But here is where it gets weird. What would be the reason? Yeah, what would be the reason? Theory number 1, Heather questioned Jen's innocence. You guys let me know which you think is true. The ladies were all having a wonderful time in San Diego, which included various libations and skinny dipping in the pool. Everyone, including Jen, because they were all very drunk that night, who had her upcoming trial looming, seemed to be relaxing. Towards the end of the night, Heather was seen going back to her room, and the door was jiggling. Behind the door was an angry assailant who lashed out. It is possible that Heather, with the help of loose lips, spoke out of turn, questioning Jen's legal matters. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, yeah. We had to wrap up your story, Fallon. We've all seen Jen explode on those around her. Yes, she's horrible. And it is anything but Shah amazing. She's Shah disappointing. Shah Fallon. The mother of two has taken her anger out on Whitney Rose, her husband, the dressmaker, that candlestick maker, and even the Bravo camera crew. So it isn't too far-fetched to think Jen would have slugged Heather if she felt she had been wronged. Theory 2. Jen told the truth. We're not even going to read that theory. Okay, fine, we will, but I don't believe it. Another interesting theory is that Jen could have also been pretty wasted that night and confessed everything to Heather. For multiple reasons, Heather has been ride or die for Jen, so the convict may have trusted her quite a bit, but she could have instantly regretted revealing her deep secrets after blabbing the truth. Maybe Jen took it upon herself to physically keep Heather and her mouth in place. Heather also had a bite mark. Yeah, she had scratches on her body, which could indicate Jen was desperate to keep the information in-house. Oh my gosh. Okay, theory 3. The punch was an accident, which is probably what they're going to say, which is so annoying. Oh my God. Yeah, I need to rewatch that episode too. But when I did rewatch the clip of when they called Meredith in, Jen looked guilty. Jen gestured with her hands constantly, and she talked or interacted with any of the other housewives. Could it be that during the party-like atmosphere, she was just moving her hands like this? Jen got overzealous and accidentally elbowed Heather in the face, but then why cover it up? Well, because it's going to look bad. Even no matter what explanation Heather gives, they'll be like, oh my God, Jen Shah, the soon-to-be felon who robs old people and verbally assaults people that we have on tape, is now punching people. It could be that Jen thought no one would believe her. Yeah, that's what I said because of her past behavior. A lover's tiff is theory number 4. Okay. At best, Jen and Heather could have been roughhousing. Ooh, scratches. Ooh, leading to a punch. Maybe they were reenacting scenes from that movie that I always forget what it's called, where they do the dominatrix stuff. Not dominatrix, but dom. You know what I'm talking about, with Melanie Griffith's daughter. But back during season 3, Angie Katashkawana joked that Jen had intel on Beauty Lab being a mess, and even went as far as to imply — that's not how you pronounce her last name, by the way. I don't know how to pronounce it. The two women could have been lovers. During the episode, Angie joked that Heather and Jen were in the bedroom doing Barbie scissor kicks, heavily implying they were involved in a sexual relationship. This hypothesis seems the most implausible. I don't think it's the most implausible of the theories, though. Tell us which you think. I think it's a Fight Club. Honestly, I agree with Emily 100%. I think it was a Fight Club. And Jen's like, first thing about Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. And Heather's like, I'll do anything for you, Jen. And then that's how they got off. They've been having this underground ring of ex-Mormons and Jen Shahs in this Fight Club where they go into, glam basements, and they do a full beat to the face, and then they beat the shit out of each other. I mean, it sounds makes sense to me. Sounds pretty reasonable. Okay. I'm watching Heather Sideways too. Everyone's like, thanks, Heather, for saving the season. But what else did you do, Heather? What else did you know? Yes. Okay. There you go. Stacked has another great theory. It was a pillow fight, and there was a dumbbell in there because Jen was preparing for prison and she was doing felon stuff. Okay. And prisoners, you got to be ready. You got to have shivs. And not the one from Succession. You have to have you got to be ready. So she had a pillowcase and it had a dumbbell in it, because she was also, remember, Jen Shah was working out. She was working out, getting ready for prison, getting that body right. So that could have happened as well. Thank you. And Dub, we are here. We see each other. And Dub says, pillow fight. Maybe Heather was helping Shah train for prison. They put a soap. Yes. They put a soap bar in the pillowcase, and Heather accidentally got hit in the face. She was like, bam, 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 Jen Shah style. Yeah, make me a dress, bitch. You know, just very reasonable things, you guys. So we have Housewives tonight. We did a 2-hour No Offense, All Offense day. I had so much fun with you guys. I love chatting with you and being silly and talking about all the things that we talk about on No Offense, All Offense. Don't forget to hit that like. Okay. Shout out to all my mods. Shout out to my members, Indiana Girl Jules, 31 months. That's amazing, you guys. Thank you to those of you who hit me up on the Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. So much appreciated. I'll be back tonight, and we will talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and I'll be back tomorrow for another No Offense, All Offense. All right. Follow me on social media if you don't already, at Joleen Lunzer, everywhere. And if you have things or stories you want me to talk about or send me, some of you have been doing that. Thank you so much. I love it, because then I know you guys want to talk about it. So we're going to talk about it. Makes it so much easier. You can send that to me in the DMs on Instagram, or you can send it to joleenreacts@gmail.com. All right, you beautiful little babies. You can't keep a baddie down.
Listen, you can't keep a baddie down.
Can't keep a baddie down. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. You know, you're welcome.
We'll see you later tonight. Comment after the video post. Bye.